Coast Guard found a cockpit well out to sea.
And?
It was empty. But the seatbelts had been undone.
Broken?
No, they had been unbuckled.
What does that mean?
It means they may have survived the impact and got out.
What about life jackets or a life raft?
No, they haven't found any of that.
Yeah, why not, damn it?
It's a good sign, JR. They're on top of it.
There's hope. You know what? I'll be right back.
Did you hear that? Yeah, that's good news. There's still hope. Erica, if you still intend on taking all the blame for this, I insist on taking piece of the action. I waited too long to decide. I wanted to know for sure exactly what would happen. I never expected this. You were always the risk taker. I was the one who wanted proof. Certainties before I'd make a move. I always admired that. And I think that Josh was starting to admire me too. It's Dr. Jeff Martin. Maybe I was afraid about losing that relationship. Pretty sure I would have. And as a doctor, I could keep track of him and look after him, give him advice, and he'd listen. As a father, he can walk out the door and never see me again. And that bothered me. It still does.
What do you think, Jeff? You think it's too late? You think we've come to this point and we've lost our chance to be his parents?
I don't know. I wish I had the answer for that. All I know is that I can be here with you, care about you and our son.
You know, Tad, I've been trying to call you all morning.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was kind of busy.
Understandably, but I may have some good news. Zach and I visited a storage locker that belonged to Greg Madden.
Slater again. Why am I not surprised?
Tad, that's not the point. There were pictures in there. Tons. Of children Madden had adopted out or brought into the world or fathered. I may have a picture of Kate.
So tell me, Jonathan, why are you doing it?
I have to get some papers back to Confusion, Jack.
Explain it to me. Why are you still pretending?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you do.
All I know is that Lily is very upset. Why are you doing that?
Because I'm on to you, Jonathan. I heard you talking to your sister when you didn't think anybody else was around. You dropped that mentally deficient act altogether. Pretty amazing.
People don't like made-up stories. And Lily especially doesn't like made-up stories, Jack.
Well, Lily doesn't like liars either, Jonathan. So where does that leave you exactly?
I have to go now.
You may be fooling my daughter, but you're not fooling me for a minute.
You make Lily very unhappy. And I do make her happy. Can you see that?
I'll tell you what I see. I see a grown man well into his 20s lying to an 18-year-old autistic girl to keep her in a romantic relationship.
If you can't understand how we feel about each other, that's not my fault.
Let me tell you what else I see, Jonathan. I see that you're no different than that monster in New York that lied to her to get her into his bed.
Jonathan's a good guy. He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but he did have brain surgery after all. But he's harmless.
He wasn't always.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. I haven't been in town that long, though.
He's a good deal older than her, though.
Yeah, maybe in real years, but I don't think those two function in real years. I mean, you know she does quadratic equations in her head. I wish I had her next to me in high school calculus. I never knew she was that brilliant when we were kids back in my Little League games.
And Jonathan hasn't had any moments of surprise brilliance?
Not one bit. Why?
I don't know, just something I heard that he was getting better.
Well, not that I've seen. But he and Lily do really work well together as a team, though. She makes up for what he's missing and vice versa.
So you really think that they're for real?
Oh, definitely. Totally in love.
And you haven't heard Jonathan say anything that would...
Why are you asking questions about Jonathan and Lily? Is this because of what her dad was going off about?
I'm just curious.
Because last time I checked, this wasn't a courtroom and we're closed. So if you're here to pick up where you left off, you can go.
Excuse me. I did not come here to assert...
Lily is my friend and so is Jonathan, and I don't want any more trouble for them.
I did not come here to cause any.
Good. Because I've never seen someone love a woman the way that Jonathan loves Lily, and anyone trashing him or how much he loves his wife will have to answer to me.
So, I'm thinking the theme for my Sweet 16 party should be celebrity gossip, and my dad can have some of them come. Or we could dress up as famous couples. Not so sure, but I'll definitely fly to New York to get my dress.
Ooh, I'm with you on the dress. I don't know, I don't see Pine Valley as being the runway to the world. But it's pretty cool that we'll be able to celebrate our birthdays close together.
I know, and you only turn 16 once, so my party is going to be a total blowout.
I don't care if he is gay. Just because you can't buy does not mean you can't go to shop.
I like to buy.
Well, this one's my treat. You catch this one.
Deal. You sneaky little bitch.